Okay, so we've been taking you around the state tonight to hear the issues that other voters are pressing the candidates on in this midterm election.
So let's wrap things up in the 2nd Congressional District, where political director Adam Sexton joined the candidates on the road.
On the road with Steve Negron in Concord, Elizabeth Beale of Dunbarton wants Congress to focus on defending the homeland.
National security, cyber security is huge for me.
We have a responsibility to protect the nation against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And as a former military guy, that's the #1 concern of mine, is to make sure that we do the right things to protect the people inside our country and also abroad. And so absolutely, that's something that's in the forefront of my mind. So when I get to Congress, they'll know that as a veteran and as a father who has a veteran that has a son absolutely on active duty, that's something that's we always have to make sure that we keep the eye on the ball.
Several voters asked Negron to help restore civility in politics if he's elected.
Good things coming out of Washington, want to hear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
being nice to each other.
Right? How about
Yeah.
that? Being civil, that's a start.
Yeah, being
Absolutely.
civil would be wonderful.
We won't push anything forward unless we have middle ground. You know, President Reagan used to say, if you agree with me 80% of the time, you're not my enemy. And what we see here, this divisiveness, you know, it's almost like a playbook, and we can't do it. You know, nothing will get done. And when we have this infighting in Washington, the people who are the ones that are affected are you as a citizen.
We should embrace everybody as long as you agree with me. And there's a real problem with that. I'm sure this is going to get cut up six ways. This
And it's on both sides of the fence.
Dave Hall says he wants Congress to give veterans more choice and control over their VA health care.
I think that's the main one for the guys coming back that have served and suffered a trauma. And I think that would be a good thing to have that choice.
You betcha. And you know, there's 435 members of Congress, only 79 have veteran status. So we need to get some folks up there with this huge, you know, we're going to have a lot of veterans out there, and we have to have people that understand.
On the road with Congresswoman Annie Kuster in Concord. Voters on Main Street say one of their biggest concerns these days is whether anyone in Washington can be trusted.
You can't tell which way people are coming from, what their true motives are, and if they're really out there representing the best interests of the people. And with that said, I feel like we don't have any members that are truly from the people. Everyone has business backgrounds, you know, they have these multi-million-dollar deals going on. No one's working Monday through Fridays.
Yeah, no, I totally hear you. We need people that, you know, can meet payroll, work a day, and so this is where I worked, right across the street, every day. And, you know, it's true. It's like making sure that people understand what it's like when you're trying to raise a family or pay your bills.
Melanie Martell from Manchester wants to know when Congress will focus on helping working people get ahead.
It seems like it's harder for us and easier for others.
Opportunity for all, that's what I talk about. And I think what's hard is that not only did the tax cut not benefit middle-class families, but we drove up these deficits by tax cuts to the wealthiest 1%, and now all that debt is going to be carried around by our children and grandchildren.
Vietnam veteran Don Williams from Warner told Kuster he's been struggling to get care at the Manchester VA and ends up getting sent down to Boston.
But when you go to MGH, at least do they pay for it? Like,
No.
Oh my gosh, but you're an eligible veteran.
100% service connected.
What? Why are they not paying for it? We definitely should get involved.
So there you go. On the road with Adam Sexton tomorrow as Adam goes back on the road as Granite Staters head to the polls. The first location's open at 6 a.m. and News 9 will be there. You can go to WMUR.com and our mobile app to find your polling place, plus information on how to cast a ballot even if you're not registered yet. Undecided voters, don't forget you can also find complete coverage of the candidates and where they stand on the issues.
Our live coverage tomorrow will begin at 5 a.m. It will continue all day on the air, online, and check your social media. We're there too. And don't forget to tune in for special election night coverage from WMUR and ABC News beginning right when the polls close at 8 p.m. We will be with you all night long.
We'll see you then.